3, 2, 1. Hi everyone, my name's Peach. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be playing Oxygen Not Included. It's one of my favorite games of all time, and despite that being true, I've never finished it nor made that much progress in it, to be honest. It's a little bit difficult for me to wrap my brain around the entire game and the complexities of their functions, but I still love it. So I figured, why not play it for the whole world to see? Well, mainly my friends, but the world is welcome. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. I'll show you what I've got. Alright, we're going to go with the Hopeful Gang. I always skip this alert. I've seen it 1,000 times. Right now I'm just surveying the surroundings. It's actually taking me a lot longer than it normally does. I don't know, maybe I was distracted while I was playing. But I have 3 cute duplicants in the center here. Alright now, Peach, what you gonna do? Get started now. Anytime. Whenever you want. Go on. Alright, there we go. I'm going to clear up to the right and to the left. I always do this. I change up how far to the left and right I do each time. Honestly, you shouldn't go too far at the beginning. You just need to find a way to get to water because you need some toilets and you need a sink so they can wash their hands and not spread all those germs. So that's what I'm doing at the beginning. Make sure to get 3 toilets for them all, 2 hand wash stations, and then I have this pump, water pump, to the right to fetch me some water. Then I've got some energy to make some oxygen. I'm getting started really quickly here. I've got their bed set up. I've got a little area down below already mapped out where I'm going to have both those water sources kind of drain into. It's going to be perfect, you'll see. I'm also cleaning up along the way. I never clean up. I leave the place so dirty, so I'm going to put everything in these storage bins. They will change eventually, but for now, these are pretty good locations for them to start cleaning up the ground, help with the beautiful decor. At the moment, whenever it's nighttime, there's not really much to do because there's only 3 duplicants, so I'm just looking at them sleep for a very long time. When I get more duplicants, I'll make like a schedule, separate day shift, night shift, or however many shifts I want, and it should be like around the clock movement until it gets way too chaotic for me, but things will happen all day basically, the whole entire cycle. I have a new duplicant. Yay! So now I've got 4, and I do that for quite some time actually. I'm just going to make sure to print as many duplicants as I can at the beginning, and maybe some equipment or items that I might need. I'm adjusting the height and level of my water container. I'm just deciding how big I want it to be. I have to make sure they don't drop down and die. Get stuck down there at the very bottom. So I'm slowly working on this. Good job, y'all. Clean up, clean up. I'm getting ready to pour the water in there because they're almost done cleaning. And then I'm gonna break through that wall right there. Fertilizer wall it was. Yay, the water is pouring beautifully in. They're gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna be a little bit sad because I really like watching this progress, but don't worry. And on the right where I have my pump at, I'm gonna break that wall too. But then I start thinking I probably should have done that a little differently. So now I'm like, gotta map out to the left where I want more water to go into. I'm confused about the type of water I want to go into this bottle emptier, because whenever they mop up stuff, you can see those bottles of water sitting there, and that's clean water right now. But you can also have polluted water, and that's kind of scary. So because I haven't come in contact with polluted water, I can't exactly say don't put it in there because it doesn't exist yet. So I have to keep an eye out on that. And when polluted water does show up, I have to make sure it does not go into my clean source of water. If you're trying to learn how to play this game from me, you will not. You will absolutely not. So that's why I have this on fast forward, because I'm not teaching you how to play. You're just watching with me, if you care to do so. My team is doing an excellent job here. They're working fast. Well, actually, they work really slow. But I've sped this up in-game and post-production. So it looks like they're working really fast. I played this game for a little bit too long, and I should have went to bed, but I didn't. And there it is. I have busted open the wall for the other part of the water to go in. They're all doing nothing for a bit. Unfortunately, I did not make the space big enough for all of the water to go in, but that'll be fine. I have plenty of water in my container. So I'm going to separate the water, survey the area again. They can walk down there. All that water is going to drop down to the bottom. Perfectly fine. They just needed something to do because they were standing idle. Bubbles over there, I'll probably have to zoom in on her one day. Bubbles was suffocating. She has horrible oxygen intake, by the way. I've noticed that. So I have to do better for her. Yeah, I'm gonna build up because I can. I have a digger who is pretty strong, stronger than the others. So I can already start building up and into different materials. Is that the word? It takes me a while to figure out what I'm doing here. What I'm thinking is the bathroom and the eating hall is going to be in the middle. Like they're going to eat in the middle, walk out, go to the bathroom, and then go to bed, or however that order might end up being. And so I'm going to put that in the middle. It takes me a while to kind of organize it. But once I get that down and how I want it to look like, then I'm just going to copy paste that pretty much all the way up. Everyone's going to look exactly the same. These are carbon copy homes. Halls? Yeah, they're more like hallways if you think about this. But yeah, and then as I start putting those new areas up, the old outhouse and wash basin can go away because that is in a room I don't want them in. So you probably see every once in a while, like where I'll go into an overlay for the rooms and it'll be all colorful and stuff. Not that this isn't colorful, but the rooms will be colorful. And that's because you can boost morale or get a little bonus for having designated areas for things. So there's a designated bathroom, there's a designated bedroom, there's designated all sorts of stuff when you close it off with a door. And so that's what I'm doing here, just segmenting the world. There we go. Now I'm going to start getting into the bed. I'm thinking about these because I want there to be an area where they can grab an oxygen mask. This oxygen mask will allow them to go to places that have poor oxygen or breathing locations, right? More duplicates. And I also I'm working on the doors here. Access to certain rooms. I do not want random people up in their rooms. Their rooms are private. I'm still working on that. So this is my solution here. I used to have people share a room. That's a bad idea if I want to do it this way, this particular way I'm doing. So they cannot share a room because then someone will steal someone's oxygen mask. The other person will go to bed and they can't go past the oxygen location because that's like the whole point of it. Don't go past this without your oxygen mask because you need it and someone else done took it. So I'm organizing it in this way and it's going to remain empty at the moment until I build that oxygen mask station. I decided to get rid of these doors I had that were horizontal because I don't believe I need them anymore. I probably never needed them, but I didn't know how I was going to organize the base. Looking good. I do have a pip. I forgot, but the little guy running around, he's a rodent. He's a cute pip. There's the rooms, just checking that out. Making my 2 schedules, as I said I would do. I have 6 people, so 3 and 3 should be good. One day I'm gonna have like the same amount of diggers, cooks, researchers, and so on, and split them up 1 per shift. That'd be pretty awesome. I need like over 30 duplicates. Yay, another duplicate. All right, I'm almost done kind of fleshing out that center there. I've got me some plants planted. I've got a research station. I have a mess table. I've got a location for dirty water. That's what they're clearing out right now. I'm getting another tank. I want to get rid of the carbon dioxide using these terrariums. And that's pretty much what I'm doing for now. I'll come back on another day with an update. Yeah. Why am I acting so weird right now? I'll be back on another day with an update. Ooh, look at that. My research room is coming, it's fleshing out. Thanks for watching. Bye.